how do 97% men still end up in long-term relationships?
So what he's asking is that, well, the insinuation is unless he's a 3% man, he won't get any woman, but that's not true. The reality, the harsh reality of the numbers are that 74% of Americans are either overweight or obese. Most people, what's interesting is usually by late 20s is when most people's dreams are just, they're dead. They've given up on them. They're just trying to get through the work week to get to the weekend and have a little bit of peace in the weekends, but settling and being realistic in every of their area of their life that's important to them, whether it's their health, their peer group, where they live, what they do for fun, what they do for a living, the type of people that they date. Most people settle for a life that's less than what they're capable of living. And so somebody that, I mean, all you got to do is look around. Look at the couples out there sitting down, having dinner and the table over. How many of them are really engaged and enjoying their conversation versus how many of them are sitting there at the table but they're on their phones or they're reading a magazine or the newspaper. They're not really even talking to one another. How many people are really having a great time? How many people really love and enjoy their lives? And it's most people settle. So I don't look at that. I mean, the whole title of the book is Woman of Your Dreams, not somebody that's average and mediocre and you're not that into, because anybody can go. Settling and giving up is easy. Anybody can quit. Anybody can settle. But it's hard to go for the things you want because all great things take time. All great things that you want in life, most of the time you got to think in terms of decades. Great things take a decade or more. Whether it's Apple or Facebook or Google or SpaceX or PayPal, any big company has been around 10 or 15 years before you really get to know who the company is. And everybody misses out on all those years and late nights when they weren't getting anything. And it's only once the joke is that it took me 10 years to become an overnight success. And so to us, it looks like it was an overnight success, but you don't realize that there may have been 10, 15, 20 years behind that person getting that point. Look at the guy, that Game of Thrones dude. The guy was like, I think in his 60s, late 50s, and he finally had a breakthrough and they bought a script and obviously produced that amazing series. Now they got a spin-off. And so that guy struggled his whole life. He had a vision of being a writer and being successful, and it wasn't until later in life that he had his breakthrough. You don't see all the hundreds of thousands of hours probably at that point that he's up late at night feeling inspiration, writing and scripts and books and just writing stuff in general that 20 years ago he might have spent weeks on and it went nowhere but in the trash. But it was part of getting him to the point where he was great and he was competent at his craft. So most people settle. So that's not, to me, is not a victory. If that person's happy, that's all that matters. Being a coach, your job is to help people get what they want. And as long as you're happy and you love your life and you're enjoying it, because to me the whole purpose of life is to have fun and enjoy it. But look around. Do most people really seem happy? Do most people have that kind of relationships? You're like, ooh, I would love to be with that kind of person. Probably not. Come on, man.